I've given this as your homework.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So that can be easily solved. Can you see any symmetric circuit here?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, is the answer 7? 7
Yes.
microfarad.
Yes, yes, good.
7
Good.
microfarad.
Yes, the answer is 7 microfarad. We can see that if I connect the battery between A and C, then about this line A and C, there lies a horizontal type of symmetry, right? And also about this line B and D, we can find a vertical symmetry. If we forget about the horizontal symmetry, then you can see that this circuit, this particular branch and this branch, even they do not touch, my circuit will be completed like this. Can I open these branches at this junction? Can I open these branches at this junction? Yes, right. So if I open that branches along at this junction, then my circuit will be simplified like this. There is one capacitor here. There is one capacitor, one more capacitor here, right? And this one, you can say this, I have opened this one, right? So now this is one circuit. Yes, and I have opened this one, so that is also one branch. I'm talking about A and C, right? So again you can see that if there is a horizontal symmetry, the potential of this point and this point are same. Potential of this point and this point, potential of this point and this point are same. So basically I can neglect this capacitor. There will be no charge on this capacitor, right? So I can say that a very similar circuit is below the AC also, right? So the equivalent capacitor, I can say that equivalent capacitor between AC is 2 times of that. Because of parallel circuit in capacitor, it will be double, right? So they are C and C. So series means C by 2, right? This is also C by 2 and C. They are in parallel. So that is 3C by 2, right? So you can say that this is a circuit where I can simplify this to as C by 2. Then there is one capacitor C, this capacitor and this capacitor, right? A and C, and this is C by 2 again, and this is C, right? And you can see the similar circuit is there below. Very much similar circuit is there also below. And now we can easily calculate the capacitance. So this is C by 2 and C, 3C by 2, 3C by 2, and again C and C, they are in series, so C by 2. 3C by 2 and C by 2. If they are in parallel, then what will be the equivalent resistance? 3C by 2 and C by 2. 3C by 2 and C by 2. Right? So that is 8C by 6. 3 6. So 8 by 3C. So C equivalent is equal to 3C by 8. Right? And with that I have to add in parallel C by 2. Right? So 8C by 3. 3C by 8 plus C by 2. So that is 7C by 8, right? So my RAC should be 2 into 7C by 8. So that is 7C by 4 microfarad. right? As C is 4 microfarad, so my answer should be 7 microfarad. I'm sure you are getting what we have done in this solution. Is there any doubt regarding that solution? You can ask me.
No, sir.
Yes, I'm sure you have already done the question in a very similar way. So can you solve this question, these two questions? First try to solve this one. We'll spend a few more time with the capacitor circuits, then we'll go to the charge capacitor. Look, the question says that the circuit shown in the figure continues to infinity. The potential difference between 1 and 2 is V by 2. And that between 3 by 4 is V by 4 and so on. That is, the potential difference becomes half after every step of the ladder. Find the ratio C1 by C2. So what we can understand that if the equivalent capacitance of this entire circuit is C, suppose equivalent capacitance of the circuit is, say, C, then can I say that V is equal to total charge by C, right? Or the charge Q that is flown through the battery is equal to CV. So I can find the charge here that on C1 this will be plus Q, this will be minus Q, right? Similarly, can I say that if the equivalent circuit of this entire network is C, the equivalent circuit after this network, this is also C, yes or no? Equivalent network, just right to this line is also C. So in that case, can I say that the potential difference across 1 and 2, right, that can be written as the charge Q prime divided by also C. So Q prime is equal to C into V by 2, right? What is Q prime here? If you just try to redraw the circuit with their equivalent capacitance, I will find this circuit. This one, right? So here this is V, this is C1, this is C2, and the equivalent capacitance, this is also C, right? We know that this charge is plus Q and this charge is Q prime, right? What is Q prime? Q prime is the total charge that is entering in that circuit, right? So total charge in that circuit is Q prime. So if Q prime is CV by 2, where Q is CV, so can I say that this charge is also CV by 2? Yes or no? If this charge is plus CV, this charge is minus CV, then you can see that these three plates are isolated, right? Which three plates I am talking about? These three plates are isolated, right? So in these isolated plates, I can say if this is minus CV, then the addition of these two will be plus CV. And I have found this is CV by 2, so that should be also CV by 2, right? Now it is easy that I can say that this CV, this Q equal to CV, right? And the potential difference across this is CV by 2, right? So what we can say that Q by C1 here,
স্যার
yes,
আমরা ওই ক্যাপাসিটর C2 টাকে তো ডাইরেক্টলিও সিবি বাই টু বলতে পারতাম যদি আমাদের ওই ইকুইভ্যালেন্টটাও না জানা হতো।
তাও করতে পারবে, কারণ এই দুটোর অ্যাক্রসে তো পোটেনশিয়াল ডিফারেন্স v by 2 আছে,
ভি বাই টু আছে।
তাও করতে পারবে। The potential difference across this is v by 2. Yes. Right. We have to find the ratio of C1 by C2. C1 by C2 is equal to Q equal to CV. So Q by V. Q1 by V1 and divided by Q2 by V2. Right. Now what is Q1 by V1? Q1 is CV. And the V1, what is the potential difference across these 2 points? Can you tell me what is potential difference across these 2 points?
ভি বাই টু।
V by 2. Yes. Because half of the potential is dropped here, so rest half will be dropped here. So it is CV by V by 2. Right? And divided by what is Q2? I know Q2 is CV by 2. And the potential difference across it is also CV by 2. V by 2. So you can see that the ratio is V gets cancelled out, C will get cancelled out, right? So it will be 4 here by 2, that is 2, right? Also you can, if you want to calculate the equivalent capacitance, you can find from this equivalent circuit, right? In terms of C1 C2 you will find the equivalent capacitance also, but that is not the question we have to find here.
স্যার ইকুইভ্যালেন্ট ক্যাপাসিট্যান্স বার করেও তো করা যেতে পারে।
হ্যাঁ, কেন করতে পারবে, equivalent capacitance করে করতে পারবে। But if the potential difference are already mentioned, then we can easily find that in this one. Is that solution clear? If there is any doubt, you can ask.
Yes, sir.
Try to solve this one now. ঠিক আছে, তারপর একটু কি করে করব। Find the charge in capacitor mark 1 and 2 when a battery of EMF V is connected across points A and B. If I connect a battery across A and B, can you see there is a symmetry? There is a symmetry lies along this line.
Yes, sir.
Right? So if there is a symmetry along this line, then from horizontal symmetry, can I consider these points D and C to be at the same potential? And also in the similar way, if I draw a vertical symmetric line, can I say that the current in this branch will enter into this branch and current in this branch will enter into this
Yes.
branch? So can I just forget about these intermediate branches that are connecting between these 2 points? DH.
আর আচ্ছা বলে ওই সিটি বরাবর যে লাইনটা করেছেন ওটা বরাবর ফোল্ড করে দিলেও তো হবে।
তাও হবে। So you can use any of one of the symmetry, but I have used here vertical symmetry. You can see by using vertical symmetry, I can easily neglect these lines CF and DH.
Yes, sir.
Now the question is, if I neglect this line, is there any source that will provide any current or charge in this circuit that is in between this bigger box?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Right? So no one is going to provide any charge, so all these capacitors will carry 0 charge. 1, 2, all the capacitors will carry 0 charge. So first answer will be 0. Right? Now if I connect battery in between C and D, right? Now if I connect battery in between C and D, what will happen? Again you can see that in between C and D, you
Sir?
can find, yes, tell me.
Sir, how it is becoming 0? Please explain once more.
Yes. Look, can I find a symmetry? Do you remember the symmetry, vertical symmetry that was along the perpendicular bisector of the line joining the batteries?
Yes, sir.
So I can see that there is a vertical symmetry along this line joining C and D.
Yes, sir.
So if this is a vertical symmetry along this line joining C and D, then this current will be the same, this current will be the same, this current. So will there be any current in this DH branch and CF branch?
No.
No. So if you just eliminate these two branch, you can see this circuit will be isolated now. This circuit. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Understood.
If this is isolated, then there is no current anywhere in this. Okay. By means of current here, actually I am talking about charge, because charge is coming by current only. That we will talk a bit later, that how the capacitors are actually charging by current. But we can now assume, instead of current, we will now assume the charge. The same property will be there. Now the current will in A and 1 and 2 will be 0. Alright. Now in the second question, find the equivalent capacitance in between CD. If I join my battery in across C and D, I will again find a vertical symmetric line between the line joining AB. Yes or no? If I join the vertical symmetry AB, then you can neglect this branch and this branch. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
If I neglect this branch and this branch, then the absolute inside box, that will carry zero current. Yes or no? Because that is now isolated, not connected with anywhere else. So now for the part B, your question is simplified like this. For the part B, if you look, your question will be simplified like this. There is a capacitor here, another capacitor here, another capacitor here, another capacitor here. This is a box. Inside box I have neglected because that is completely isolated, right? And outside there is one more capacitor here, there is one more capacitor here, right? So that is C and that is D, and there is one more capacitor here and one more capacitor here. Have I drawn the circuit correct?
Yes,
So
sir.
if this C and C, they are in series, so that will form C by 2, right? You can also do a mental calculation, it's not difficult. This is C by 2, this is also C by 2, right? So this type of C by 2 are 4 C by 2 are there in parallel. So what will be the equivalent resistance when 4 parallel circuits are there? I have to only multiply with 4, yes or no? So C equivalent is equal to 4C by 2, that is 2C. For question number C, it is find the equivalent capacitance across E and G. E and G, okay. Also,
এটা তো আগেরটা একই প্রায় মানে খালি
same.
নাম দুটো আলাদা আছে
Same. Yes. E and G means you can see that E and G, if I connect battery across E and G, then also there is a symmetry. This is a battery. So there is a vertical symmetry line here also, yes or no? So if there is a vertical symmetry, now there will be no current flow here. Now which branch is isolated and I can neglect? The extreme outer box. Can I neglect this one? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, because no one is going to carry current here, extreme outer box. So my circuit here will be simplified like this. This one and this one, right? With this one and this one. A very similar circuit lies below also. This one and this one, and there is this circuit and this circuit, right? So what is the equivalence between them? I can find the similar circuit, you can see. Just I have rotated it a bit, right? So equivalent is also 2C. Have you understood this solution?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Look, the questions are very easy if you can use symmetry. That is why the current electricity we have studied earlier than capacitor. Although the capacitors are a part of electrostatics only, but we have studied current electricity, that's why we can understand them in better way. Alright, now let's come to pre-charge capacitor. Okay, before coming to pre-charge capacitor, again one type of circuit is there. Look, these are four parallel plates, right? And connections are shown in these parallel plates. Basically, this is also a capacitor circuit, but the circuit is not given in a common form. The circuit is given in the form of parallel plates themselves, right? So the capacitance in between A and B, you have to find equivalent capacitance. If each plate area has A, distance between 1, 2 and 3, 4 are 2D, and the distance between 2 and 3 is D. Can you just try to solve this question? What will be the equivalent capacitance of this circuit? Definitely they are in series or parallel, but you need to understand which one is in series, which one is in parallel actually.
A epsilon naught by D.
They are extreme.
So 3 epsilon naught A by D.
It may be. One second.
Sir, 2 epsilon naught A by D.
So 2 A epsilon naught by D.
2. Look, how we can solve this question.
A epsilon naught by 4D. 5A epsilon naught by D.
Okay, first try to understand how we can solve this one, right? I can say that distance between A1 and 2 and 3 and 4 are 2D, right? So the capacitance in between them is A epsilon by 2D, and between 2 and 3 the capacitance is A epsilon by D, right? So if I say that this capacitance is C, this will be C by 2 and this will be C by 2, right? How do I draw their circuit? Look, there is a particular way that you need to understand. First, draw the plates one by one. Can you tell me what will be the charge on the extreme face of the plate 1? Outer face of the plate 1, what will be the charge of outer face of the plate 1?
0.
Negative.
0.
0.
And what will be the charge on the outer face of the plate 4?
0.
0.
0. So each of the other plates will have both the surfaces, both the faces carrying charges, except the extreme ones, right? So for the extreme plates, I will represent them only by a single line. For all the other plates, I will represent them by double line, connected. Why connected? Because they are part of a same conductor, right? So this is conductor 1, this is conductor 2, this is also conductor 2, this is conductor 3, this is also conductor 3, and if this is conductor 4, I have already taken one part of the conductor 4 because other has 0 charge, so I don't have to take the other one. Now make the connection. 1 and 3 are connected, so how we can join them? 1 and 3, they are connected. Again 2 and 4 are connected. 2 and 4 are connected. And I have to find the equivalent capacitance between this point and this point, A and B. Have I drawn the circuit clearly?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now you can see if this is A, this is also A. If this is B, this is also B. Right? So all the capacitors lie in parallel, can you understand? Because all the capacitors are lying in between A and B only.
Yes, sir.
So the equivalent capacitors will be the addition of them, C plus C by 2 plus C by 2. Right? So that is 2C. That is equal to 2 into A epsilon by D. That should be the answer of this question.
স্যার বলছি আউটার সারফেসের চার্জটা 0 হলো না, মানে ওটাতে তখন বলি যখন আর্থের থাকে প্লেটটা, তখন আউটার সারফেসের চার্জটা 0 হয়।
আর্থিং এর দরকার নেই তো, আমি যদি এর অ্যাক্রসে ব্যাটারিও লাগাই তাহলেও এই পুরো সিস্টেমে আমি কতটা চার্জ সাপ্লাই করলাম এক্সটার্নালি?
কিউ ইকুয়াল টু টোটাল ক্যাপাসিট্যান্স ইনটু ভি।
ব্যাটারি যদি আমি লাগাই পুরো সারফেসে আমি এক্সটার্নালি কতটা চার্জ সাপ্লাই করলাম? ব্যাটারি কি কোনো এক্সট্রা চার্জ সাপ্লাই করে না? ব্যাটারি এই চার্জটাকে শুধু ফ্লো করাচ্ছে।
আচ্ছা, হ্যাঁ, ফ্লো করাচ্ছে।
তো আমি এক্সটার্নালি এই সিস্টেমে যদি জিরো চার্জ সাপ্লাই করি, এক্সট্রিম ফেসে টোটাল চার্জ সাপ্লাই ডিভাইডেড বাই 2 চার্জ থাকে। তার জন্য এক্সট্রিম ফেসে ব্যাটারি লাগালেও 0 হবে, গ্রাউন্ড করলেও 0 হবে।
ঠিক আছে
স্যার লাস্ট স্টেপটা কি করলেন ওটা একবার বুঝিয়ে দিন। সি ইকুইভ্যালেন্ট
এই তিনটে প্যারালাল আছে, দেখো যদি ভালো করে ড্র করতে চাও তাহলে তোমাকে দেখতে হবে যে এ আর বি এর অ্যাক্রসে অল দ্য ক্যাপাসিটারস লাই ইন বিটুইন এ অ্যান্ড বি অনলি, right? In between A and B only. So what is the equivalent capacitance? This is C, this is C by 2, this is C by 2. So equivalent capacitance will be 2C.
ঠিক আছে।
Right? I think it is clear to all of us.
Yes, sir.
A similar circuit is there. Try to draw or solve it. So how we can solve that? I can say that the similar type of configuration I will draw. This is plate 1, plate 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th plate will have only one phase charge. So 1 and 3 will be connected. 1, 2 and 3. 1 and 3 will be connected. 4 and 6 are connected. 4 and 6 are connected, right? And I have to find the equivalent between 2 and 5. Yes or no? So if I say this is point C or P, this point is also P, right? This point is Q, so this point is also Q. Now I can say that in between A and P there are two capacitors, so they must be in parallel. In between A and P there are two capacitors, so they must be in parallel. In between B and Q there are two capacitors, this one, so they also must be in parallel. Right? And in between P and Q there is one capacitor like this. So what is the equivalent? If this is C and C, parallel means 2C. C and C parallel, that means 2C. 2C and 2C are in series, that means C. C and C in series, that means C by 2. So the equivalent capacitance is C by 2. So that means A epsilon by 2D. Have you got this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So a very simple type of thing. Now let us come to pre-charge capacitor. Pre-charge capacitor means here in this case you can see that this C and 2C, these two capacitors are in parallel. or they are connected in a loop actually. But what I have done, I have charged the capacitor C previously with a potential V, so that the capacitor C had a charge C plus CV and minus CV in its plates. Now, with this configuration, I have isolated that capacitor from that battery, and now I have connected this with the capacitor 2C, right? So what I have done basically, I have first charged that capacitor C with a battery of V like this, right? So that it is completely charged. Now I have disconnected the battery and I have taken the same capacitor like this with this polarity, and then I have connected it with a 2C capacitor in this circuit, right? And these two switches are closed. Now I have to find what are the charges on the plates. What will be the charge on capacitor C and what will be the charge on capacitor 2C. Right? How do I do that now? Can you
Sir?
try? Yes.
Can we find the potential difference across the each capacitor?
Yes, we can also find that. No problem. We can also find
Sir,
that.
ratio of charge will be ratio of capacity. Then.
Potential is
Can
same.
we do
Yes.
that?
Yes.
We can find
So how we can do that? Look, I am solving one question. Next question you will solve by yourself. Not a tough one. Again, the same concept we will apply as KVL or KCL. Can you see that these two plates are isolated?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, these two plates. Now, in this isolated system, what is the total initial
Sir?
charge? Yes, bolo.
Sir,
Bolo, bolo, bolo.
what is the answer?
I have to check for the answer. I don't remember that. But can you see that in that isolated system, the initial charge was not zero? What was the initial charge on that system?
CV.
CV.
Yes. Initial charge Q initial is equal to CV. That was the only charge on the upper capacitor. Now, as soon as I connected the switch, then the charge is redistributed. But the charge is redistributed. Let us assume that charge has become X to capacitor C. Then what will be the charge on the lower capacitor?
CV minus X.
CV minus X. Now I have a capacitor circuit where I have assumed the charges, and I can draw a loop equation, right? If I jump from here to here and then from here to here, right, I will follow this loop. So in this loop, if I jump from plus to minus, right, plus X to minus X, so X by C minus, yes or no, minus X by C. Again I am jumping from minus to plus here, so it will be plus of CV minus X by 2C, that is equal to 0, right? So can I say that 3X equal to CV, so the value of X equal to CV by 3, and the value of CV minus X equal to 2CV by 3. That will be the charges on the two capacitors.
Yes.
Have you understood the simple solution?
স্যার
Yes.
Yes, sir.
এটাকে তো ফার্স্টে ইনিশিয়াল চার্জটা বার করে এরপর ওই কিউ প্রপোর্শনাল টু সি থেকেও তো করতে পারি।
বুঝলাম না, ফার্স্টে ইনিশিয়াল চার্জ তো সিভি আমার জানা আছে, তারপর কি করব?
তারপরে এরপরে তো কিউ প্রপোর্শনাল টু সি হবে, সবসময় যেটা কিউ ইকুয়ালস টু সিভি থেকে পেতে পারি।
আচ্ছা, মানে হ্যাঁ বলতে
হ্যাঁ,
পারো, মানে x
প্রপোর্শনাল থেকে তো
by
করতেই পারি আমি।
হ্যাঁ করতে পারো, করতে পারো,
চার্জ তো কনজার্ভ থাকবে সবসময় সেখান থেকে।
করতে পারো। ওকে, বাট যদি এখানে কোনো একটা ব্যাটারিও থাকতো এই সিস্টেমে, তাহলেও কিন্তু আমি একটা কেভিএল ইকুয়েশন লিখে এটাকে সলভ করতাম। বুঝতে পারছো?
হ্যাঁ
Okay.
তখন আর এই ক্যাপাসিটর গুলো তো সিরিজে থাকতো না,
হ্যাঁ, তখন আমরা
প্যারালাল করতো না, সিরিজে থেকে যেত।
তখন সিরিজ হতো, প্যারালাল হতো, আমরা কেভিএল ইউজ করতে পারি, রাইট? তখন কি রকম
সেটা তো পজিশনের উপর ব্যাটারি দিলে তখন আমি সবসময় ওই কি বলবো রেশিওর কনসেপ্টটা ইউজ করতে পারবো।
হ্যাঁ প্যারালালে থাকলে
হ্যাঁ।
তবে ইউজ করতে পারবে প্যারালাল
তখন তো সেম চার্জ থাকবে
তখন সেম চার্জ
হ্যাঁ,
থাকবে
তো সিরিজ
চলো দেখছি আরো অনেক কমপ্লিকেটেড সার্কিট হতে পারে ইটস নট অনলি সিরিজ অ্যান্ড প্যারালাল but I think this is the best solution because you can use
Yes.
in everywhere. All right. So let us solve one more circuit of pre-charge capacitor. Then it will be clear to us. I think the same circuit we have solved again, but here I have charged the capacitor C1 first and then connected it into the circuit.
Do you remember the answer of this question? So 16.
I have to check it.
7 microcoulombs.
Have you already tried this question?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Homework.
So I will directly solve this one. The question says that in this circuit there are three capacitors of capacitances C1, C2 and C3, 1, 2 and 6. Okay, this is 1, this is 2 and this is 6. Capacitor C1 is charged by a cell 2 volt before connecting to the circuit. Then it is placed with the positive and negative terminals as shown in the figure. Find the charge on it after closing the switch. After I close that switch, now can I say that this is an isolated network? Yes or no? These three plates are isolated. So now my charge distribution will look like this. And this isolated system, initial charge was not 0, but initial charge was CV. Right? CV means 2 microcoulomb, I think. 2 volt battery into 1 microfarad is equal to 2 microcoulomb. So the initial charge on the system was 2 microcoulomb. Now I will assume the final charge and I will draw the KVL equation. Okay, so this is the circuit now. Let us assume the charge on this is X, right? This is X. So that will be minus X. Let us assume that charge is, suppose this charge is Y. So what will be the charge on this lower plate?
2 minus y plus x.
It will be 2 plus X minus Y. Because the total charge on these three plates should be 2 microcoulomb. Right? So if you now add, it is 2 microcoulomb. So this is minus Y and this is minus of 2 plus X minus Y. Right? Am I right in that charge distribution? I think you can assume any charge to be XY and you can find your answer, right? No problem. So first equation I will write for the bigger loop. Right? For the bigger loop, I will write this as minus X by 6 minus Y by 1 and plus 3 is equal to, this is minus, so minus 3 equal to 0. Yes or no? So I can write this equation that X plus 6Y, X plus 6Y is equal to minus 18. That is the first equation I can write. Similarly, for the smaller loop inside I can write, now they are in parallel, you can also use that ratio concept, or I will use a KVL instead, minus Y by 1 plus 2 plus X minus Y divided by 2, that is equal to 0. So what is 2Y is equal to 2 plus X minus Y. Right? I think I have written the same correct equation. So Y is equal to 3Y is equal to 2 plus X. That is my second equation. Look, two unknowns, two equations are there, easy to solve. So I can say that from the first two equations, 3y is equal to 2 plus, what is x? X is equal to minus 18 minus 6y. Alright. So I can say that 9y is equal to minus 16. So y is equal to minus 16 by 9. Right. And what is the value of x? X equal to 3y minus 2. Right? So minus 16 by 3 minus 2. So minus 16 by 3 minus 2. Minus 22 by 3, I think. Have you got these as your answers?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, good.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Sir, I had used
Let us think about another type of capacitors also, like a spherical capacitor. So you can see that spheres can also, any metal, as I have said, that any metal that can store charge and from where I can use draw charges when it is needed, it is a capacitor. So spherical form of metal is also a capacitor. Like in this question, we have two concentric metals, one having a radius A, another having a radius B. Right? And switch S1 means S1 switch has a battery of any potential V, suppose, because in finding capacitance, potential is not needed. So you can assume it to be any potential V, and with that potential V, I have connected that shell inside shell with that switch S1, and outside shell has another switch S2. So initially I have kept it closed and then I have kept it open. Right? So initially the switch S2 is closed and then I have kept it open. I have to find what is the equivalent capacitance of that system. Right? Let us try to understand the situation first. As I have said earlier, that in finding equivalent capacitance, what we have to do actually. Do you remember how do I find equivalent capacitance? You want
sir,
to tell?
V
Yes.
in terms of Q bar kore ratio ta niye
Yes. I have to only find a Q in terms of V and I have to find the ratio. For example, here in this case, that the inside shell or inside sphere, whatever it may be, suppose that's after closing that switch S1, the shell acquires a charge or the metal sphere acquires a charge plus Q. Right, definitely it will be an outer surface, but as it's a volume, I have written it here like this. You can definitely say that this is an outer surface. Okay, so the charges are on the outer surface. Suppose the charges are Q. So this Q charge will induce a minus Q charge here on the inner surface of the bigger shell. Right, and the outer surface of the bigger shell is earthed. Right, so what will be the charge on the outer surface of the bigger shell?
0.
It will be 0. Yes. So the only capacitance here will be in between these two shells. Can you see? Where the capacitor is, there will be definitely an electric field in between the plates. So instead of the parallel plates, now I can say that this is an equivalent of two plates. Right? This can also be shown as an equivalence of two plates. Right? Which are connected. Look, this is also zero potential, this is also zero potential. So I can say that they are connected like this. Can I say that this is the equivalent circuit of this one?
sir kintu parallel plate to electric field ta constant থাকে এখানে তো
I am not talking
থাকবে না।
about this a parallel plate. This symbol is not only for parallel plate. This symbol is for a capacitor.
আচ্ছা
Right? So I have seen that this can be also written as a capacitor. I have to find what is the equivalent capacitance of the system. For that, can you tell me what is the charge Q in terms of V? In terms of V, what is the value of that charge Q?
স্যার কে কিউ বাই আর ইকুয়াল টু ভি, তো ওখান থেকে তো বেরিয়ে যাবে।
No. Is KQ by R equal to V? What is the potential of that inside cell?
KQ by A minus KQ by B
Yes.
equal no.
Also minus charge is there on the outer
Yes,
surface.
minus charge is there.
So I can say that V is equal
KQ
to
by A minus KQ by B.
KQ by A minus KQ by B.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now can I find a relation between Q and V? From there can I find what is equivalent capacitance? Just try to calculate and tell me what is the answer of this one.
Sir, VAB by K into B minus A.
What is equivalent capacitance?
AB by K into B minus A.
It is 1 by K, means 4 pi epsilon.
So 4 pi epsilon naught AB by B minus A.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Is this one the equivalent capacitance?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Look, if I say that in this circuit there is only one solid sphere, only the inner sphere is there, which is connected with a battery like this. Can I define the capacitance of this isolated sphere also?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What will be the capacitance? Now
So
here,
then B will be infinity.
yes, now B will be infinity. So from where to where the electric field lines are extending here? From A to infinity actually.
A to infinity.
So here the capacitance is in between this sphere and the infinity. You can assume a plate at infinity and the capacitance lies in between this one and infinity. So what will be the answer for this one? What is the
4
equivalent?
pi epsilon naught A.
Yes, it is 4 pi epsilon naught into A. Right? So this is the answer to the first question. This is the answer to the first question. Now, if I make S2 open, then what will be the answer to this question? Can you just try to solve this one? The same question, S1 is closed, S1 is always closed, S1 is always closed. But now S2 is open. So what will be the answer to that question?
হয়তো শুধু A by K হবে।
Yes, sir. 4 pi epsilon naught A.
হ্যাঁ
4 pi epsilon naught A.
A
Yes. It will be only 4 pi epsilon naught A. How?
Sir, outer charge
না,
zero potential create করে। তো 4 pi epsilon naught B হবে না 4 pi epsilon naught A?
4 pi epsilon naught A হবে শুধু।
বাইরের স্পেয়ারটার জন্য তো কিছু কন্ট্রিবিউশন হবে না স্যার।
ঠিক। Look now, in the question number 2, my circuit is like this. This is a sphere. Suppose I have a charge plus Q on it. Then on the outer sphere, it is not connected with ground. So what is the total charge on the outer sphere? 0.
Yes.
Right? So what is the potential V of the sphere now? Can I say V is equal to only KQ by A? Yes or no? So what is the equivalent capacitance? It is only 4 pi epsilon naught A. That is the answer to this question. Basically the outer
Sir, charge
sphere.
আমরা
জায়গাটা আরো
এটা কি-
বলবেন?
Yes.
চার্জ জিরো জায়গাটা আরো বলুন।
আউটার স্ফিয়ারে চার্জ কত হয়ে যাবে? আউটার স্ফিয়ারে তো তুমি এক্সটার্নালি কোনো চার্জ দাওনি, এখানে এটা তো
হ্যাঁ,
আইসোলেটেড। earlier when it was closed, it was connected with ground, so it was not isolated, right?
Yes.
But now it is isolated, so total charge will be always zero. Basically, you can also think about like this, that if this is the negative charge induced, so the electric field will originate from A and terminate at B, but again electric field will terminate from B and end up to infinity. So basically, from where to where the electric fields are going? Electric fields are from going from A to infinity. So this is nothing but an isolated capacitor, just we have talked about. Have you understood this one?
Yes.
Now can you solve this one? I have just interchanged the battery. Two spheres are there, switch S1 is closed, find the capacitance of the system. Yes. When the switch is open, it is easy to calculate the capacitance. When the switch S2 is open, that means there should not be any charge inside that sphere. Only the charge will be outside. So from B to infinity, there will be only electric field lines. So in the second case, it is very obvious that equivalent capacitance is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught into B. Yes or no? For the second case, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Now for the first case, when it is closed, right? When that switch is closed, then definitely there will be a charge appearing on the inner face of the, appearing on the inside sphere. Why the charge will appear?
Epsilon naught B square by B
Yes.
minus A.
Yes. Why the charge will appear? The charge will appear because that now the sphere has to be zero potential, right? So let us assume that this charge is Q1. Then this charge will be minus Q1, right? And let us assume the outer surface will have a charge Q2. So what is the total charge that is sent by the battery? Is it Q2 minus Q1? Yes or no? Total charge sent by the battery is Q2 minus Q1. So I can find the value of Q1, Q2, and I can find the value of the relation between Q and V. So what is Q1? I can say the potential of the shell 1 is 0, inside shell is 0. So I can say KQ1 by A minus KQ1 by B, right? And plus KQ2 by B is equal to 0. That is one equation I can write. But I can say that Q1 by A is equal to Q1 minus Q2 by B. And also the potential of the outer shell is V, right? So I can say V is equal to K into Q2 by K into Q1 by A minus B minus K Q1 by B. So can I say it is only K Q2 by B? Yes or no? Potential of the shell 2 is equal to minus, you can say, okay, let me write it in this way, minus plus KQ1 by B minus KQ1 by B and plus KQ2 by B.
Yes, sir.
Right. So I can find the relation between Q1 and Q2 from here, and I replace it only. So what is the relation between Q1 and Q2? I can say Q1 into 1 by A plus 1 by B. Sorry.
এটা বলছে এখানে Q1 ভেতরের স্ফিয়ারটার চার্জ নিলেন মানে পটেনশিয়াল জিরো করার জন্য,
ঠিক।
আর তাহলে আউটার স্ফিয়ারটার ভেতরের সারফেসটাতে মাইনাস Q1, তাহলে ওই বাইরেরটা Q1 প্লাস Q2 হওয়া উচিত।
Q1 প্লাস বাইরের সারফেসে টোটাল চার্জে আমি Q2 ধরেছি, টোটাল চার্জ Q2 ধরেছি, যাতে করে আমি এটা বলতে পারি যে এই ব্যাটারিটাকে টোটাল চার্জ কত পাঠিয়েছি, Q2 minus Q1.
আচ্ছা,
right? So I can find a relation between Q1 Q2 straightforward from there, that Q1 by A minus Q1 by B equal to minus Q2 by B. So Q1 is equal to B minus A. So it is minus of A into Q2 divided by B minus A. Right? I think that will be the relation between Q1 and Q2. BB will get cancelled out, A will get there. Okay. So now what is Q1 plus Q2? Can I say it is Q2 into 1 minus A by B minus A? So that is Q2 into Q1 plus Q2. Q1 is equal to minus of that. Okay, have I done some mistake here? Q1 minus Q2. Q1 is equal to minus 1 by B. So BB will get cancelled out. It will be B minus A or A minus B? B minus A. B minus A. And that will be A by B minus A. Okay. So Q2 by B minus A into B minus 2A. Alright. So can I say V equal to KQ2 by B, that is equal to K by B into what is Q2? It is Q1 plus Q2 into B minus A divided by B minus 2A.
স্যার আপনি Q1 plus Q2 কেন বার করলেন?
What is the charge sent by the battery? Is it only Q1 minus Q2? Sorry. Charge
It
sent
is
by
only
the
Q2.
charge sent by the battery is Q1 minus Q2. Q2 minus Q1.
Q2 minus Q.
Q2 minus Q1, yes. So minus Q1 means plus. Yes, that will be only B minus A plus A. That will be only B. Yes, I've done a mistake here only. Good. So I can say that this is Q1, Q2 minus Q1. Yes, that is Q or not. What is charge sent by the battery? Q is equal to Q2 minus Q1. So now you can see that charge sent by the battery Q is equal to B square by B minus A into K into V. So Q equal to CV, I can say that C equivalent is equal to 4 pi epsilon into B square by B minus A. Right? Basically, this process that I have used to solve it here, it's a very fundamental process and it is completely related with electrostatics. Right? But there is another way to solve this question. Let us try to understand that way. Is there any doubt regarding this particular solution? All right.
No question.
Now let us understand that if both the switches are
Sir?
closed, bolo.
স্যার বলছি যে ক্যাপাসিট্যান্স তো দুটো যে কোনো সার্টেন পয়েন্টের মধ্যে ডিফাইন্ড হয়। তো
Point
এখানে
নয়।
কোন
ক্যাপাসিট্যান্স পয়েন্টের মধ্যে কেন যে কোনো দুটো প্লেট বা যে কোনো দুটো
হ্যাঁ, তো-
সারফেসের ভেতরে ডিফাইন হয়।
আপনি কি এখানে এই দুটো প্লেটের মধ্যে ডিফাইন করছেন স্ফেরিক্যাল প্লেট?
না, এই পুরো সিস্টেমেরই ক্যাপাসিট্যান্স আমি বার করতে বলছি। ক্যাপাসিট্যান্স সেখানেই হয় যেখানে ইলেকট্রিক ফিল্ড থাকে, রাইট? কারণ চার্জ ইলেকট্রিক ফিল্ডের ভেতরে স্টোর থাকবে। চার্জ এর জন্য ইলেকট্রিক ফিল্ড থাকবে, যেখানে ইলেকট্রিক ফিল্ড থাকবে সেখানে তুমি ক্যাপাসিট্যান্স ডিফাইন করতে পারো।
আচ্ছা,
Can you see that here, if I name this plate to be 1, this side of the plate is 2, right? And that infinity the plate is 3. Can you see that there are 2 capacitors here lying?
yes sir.
Yes. So I can say that the plate 1 is the surface of the inner shell. Plate 2, one plate is inner surface of the outer shell. Another one is outer surface of the outer shell. And there is one plate I have assumed at infinity. Plate 1 is also connected with earth, and plate 2 is connected with a battery like this. I know what is capacitance C1 and C2. Can I find a equivalent network for that circuit? Can you see? the C1 and C2 will be in parallel, yes or no?
Yes, sir. Parallel.
C1 and C2 will be in parallel, and there will be a battery like this. Can I say this is my circuit equivalent network? Is there any doubt in that equivalent network?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
So in this case, can I say C equivalent is equal to nothing but C1 plus C2? What is C1? Can I define C1 as the equivalent capacitance between these two plates,
Yes, sir.
where the electric field only lie between A and B? What was the equivalent capacitance when electric field lies between A and B? Do you remember that?
4 pi epsilon naught by 1 minus A minus
Yes.
1 minus B.
1 by A minus 1 by B. And what is C2? The electric field lies between B to infinity. So what is C2?
4 pi epsilon naught B.
B. Alright, let us try to solve it. I'll just simplify this one. Is it B plus AB by B minus A? So is it 4 pi epsilon naught into B square minus AB plus AB by B minus A?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So look how easily we can solve this one if we use that equivalent circuit. Is it clear to us? Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
All right.
No, sir.
Another type of capacitance may be okay. I will leave this question for your homework. Okay, there are 3 plates. Again, you can find a symmetry equivalent circuit and find the answer. Now let us talk about spherical. It's not spherical. Sorry, it's a cylindrical capacitor. Right. So in that figure, there are 2 long cylinders. Long cylinders means you can assume them to be infinite. Theoretically, they are infinite, or the separation in between the cylinders are very small compared to their length. Okay, so that is why we have assumed them to be infinite cylinder of radius A and B. Now switch S1 is always closed. Find the capacitance per unit length of the system. Okay, outer side is also earth. All right. Have you done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let us assume that as I have connected that switch S1, this battery sends a charge. For that, the inner surface has a plus lambda charge per unit length. Right? You can also assume it to be surface charge or anything, but let us assume that charge per unit length, because the charges will be along the lengths. So I have assumed them to be charge per unit length. Now, if I find the electric field, as this is positive charge, definitely there will be negative charges appearing on the outer inner surface of the outer shell, right? So what will be the electric fields in between them? I can calculate the electric field at a distance x, E into 2 pi x
2 pi
into
R.
L is equal to lambda into L by epsilon naught. Yes or no?
Yes.
So
Yes,
the
sir.
electric field at a distance x, electric field at a distance x is lambda divided by 2 pi epsilon naught x, right? So if I say that the potential difference between A and B, I have to find the potential difference between A and B, dV equal to minus E dot dx, right? Here you can see x or r, or rather it's it will be good to write R only, right? Because this electric field is radially distributed. What is the direction of electric field? Definitely R cap. So I can use that dV is equal to minus E dot dr concept. dV equal to minus E dot dr. So that is equal
স্যার
to
ডিভি শুধু ম্যাগনিটিউডটা নেব না মাইনাসটা নিতে হবে
আমি তো পুরোটা ইন্টিগ্রেশন করছি প্রপার লিমিট বসিয়ে, কেন নেব? dV. Now I will integrate from R equal to A to B. Can I integrate dV from V to 0?
ইয়েস
So this
Yes.
is minus V is equal to minus lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught. What is dr by R? Ln B by A. Have we got this as my potential? So potential is lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught, right, into ln of B by A. But this is the potential difference between these two shells. If I have to find what is the capacitance per unit length, so I have to find what is the charge sent per unit length by the battery divided by V. Yes or no? Capacitor per unit length is C equivalent. So C equivalent is Q divided by V. Here Q I will take charge per unit length. What is charge per unit length sent by the battery? Is it lambda into L? Yes or no? Charge per unit length is lambda into L. Now
Yes,
L
sir.
is equal to 1 definitely.
চার্জ পার ইউনিট লেন্থ তো শুধু ল্যাম্বডা
Yes, yes. That is why I have taken lambda into 1. So
Achha.
divided by lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught into ln B by A. So your answer should be 2 pi epsilon naught divided by ln B by A. Yes or no?
Yes.
ইয়েস
ইয়েস
ইয়েস স্যার
So you should understand in this way we can find the capacitance. I am absolutely using the basic definition of capacitance. If you do not know how to solve that circuit, how to arrange that circuit, then this is the only way you can proceed and definitely will reach your answer in this way.